Oh dear.
What the hell is going on, Twitch?
Well, it's just one of those days, I guess.
Apparently.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, let's see. I got a fighter's sword. I lose a little bit of MP, but I get a bit of HP and a good strength boost. Yeah, I think I'll equip that.
Huh?
But yeah, the one thing I think I kind of neglected to realize when the halftime report came up for the Splatfest, I think the reason why I kept thinking that Wisdom was gonna take over, like obviously I was referring to Nessie, but there's something that I didn't really consider, and it's the fact that with Nessie, it was less than 1% that we were ahead.
Yeah.
Whereas with this one, we were like over a whole percent. And 1% might not look like much, but in the grand scheme of things, it really is. Especially when you're dealing with so many people.
True.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing about scale. Alright. Actually, we're in a pretty good position. I think I'll go ahead and save state here, and then... Alright, now time for the Sphinx.
Yeah, I was not expecting a sweep like that. That was pretty fun.
Okay.
I was expecting Wisdom to get second in any category, but here we are.
Wait, you were what now?
I wasn't expecting Team Wisdom to get points in any category, but here we are.
Oh, there we go. Super tackle.
Wait, you weren't expecting them to get points in any category?
Like any of the competitive categories.
Yep. Yeah, you weren't expecting them to get any points? Well, they didn't, and neither did Courage. So hey.
I didn't mean wins, I meant like actual score.
Right.
Ass.
Thank you.
You know, at this point I'm like, I just want to trim my hair myself. This has been like something that's been bothering me. Like, I kind of want to get my hair trimmed, but I am also too much of a cheapskate to pay a salon at this point. So do I just want to buy the scissors and cut my hair myself?
Nope. Definitely get somebody who actually looks at you from a third-person angle and, you know, says, hey, you look good.
Yeah, unless you really know what you're doing, you kind of don't want to cut your own hair.
The thing is that, that's fair. My hair has stopped growing, so it's like, oh, it's time for a trim. That way it'll grow out longer. That's usually how it works, is that like you trim it, but then it will grow out longer because, I don't know, because I guess that's healthier.
Right. Flash. Still not sure what that does, and I'm a little scared. Alright.
You're not sure what
It
you're
has...
not sure what Flash does? I'm pretty sure it puts you on the sex offender registry.
What? What was that?
He said, I don't know what Flash does, and I'm kind of scared. And I said, Flash? I'm pretty sure using Flash puts you on the sex offender registry.
Ah.
Alright.
Notice how I am not laughing.
I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny.
Also, to be fair, I kind of want to learn to cut my own hair so that I can just do it at home. Because I am a fucking gremlin, fucking like, I'm getting a hermit. Gremlin hermit. So the less I need to actually go outside to do, the better.
Alright. Double thrust and super tackle.
We want to take the cat out of the bag, Lance, not put it back in.
Cat being cat.
Cat being cat.
And me just making my shitty jokes at him the whole while. He was trying to get into one of my cloth shopping bags. Like, no, Lance, we don't want the cat in the bag, we want the cat out of the bag.
Cats like being in bags. Just let him have this.
Double thrust.
That
And
remind me of like a couple nights ago. He tried to get into one of my cloth shopping bags and got the handle like on his neck and just started dragging it around like he was some fucking little kid wearing a blanket as a cape.
Aw.
Yeah, Harriet did that.
That actually
With,
is adorable.
with one of my bags once.
And the thing is that he wasn't like running around. No, he started stalking once he got it on, because apparently he wasn't like sure how to feel about it. So it's like he was pulling a fucking Batman.
Super tackle.
I was just laughing. I was too busy laughing to get it off of him.
I'm surprised that counted that. Ah. Shoot. Time to use the choice egg. And I guess a small egg as well. Yep, there's that flash.
Mulling.
And still no effect. I'm worried it's going to be like PK Flash from Earthbound and just have the very, very small chance of insta-kill. Or some shit like that. Dried sardines. And... Smash Punch. That sounds like a knockoff Smash Mouth analog. Yeah, I'd like to listen to that new song by Smash Punch. There we go. Really? That only did 12 damage? Well, shoot.
Did you expect it to do more?
Actually, I kinda did.
A shame.
Given that I only recently learned that technique. Escargot meat. And... for Heracles... Talisman Nectar, I guess? Double thrust.
I love that meme Clay posted. The trees can't be harmed if the Lorax is armed.
Yep, I saw that.
The Lord will raise. So the Lorax will raise all of his days until there are threats no more.
There we go, the Sphinx is finally down. That Sphinx felt a lot more durable than it should have been. Hey! Alright, let's see. Do. And what do we got here? And we're back at the gate.
Excuse me.
I like that ride. Let's go again. I was worried. So this means you've proven yourselves, right? But what have you actually proven? The fact that Ajax and I have what it takes to be heroes, that's what.
I mean, that's a pretty sensible argument to make.
Any chance you found out which of you is the real Heracles in the process? Well, of course, the real one is... Shrugs. Maybe it's better this way? What do you mean? Maybe it's better that if we don't know for sure. That would mean fate can be delayed, if not outright denied. That's kind of weird, specifically hearing that from Lukos, of all people. What is going on out there?
I don't know.
Alright, burn. Quiz. Oh, right. Axios has Megalo too. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Alright, I got reimbursed for my MP. Now for the Megalo. $200% power. I'm also still chuckling to myself over the idea I had of, like, Ganondorf, but instead of voiced by Matt Mercer, he's voiced by Terry Crews.
Ganondorf in an Old Spice. Yeah, Ganondorf in an Old Spice commercial.
Ah.
Explosions!
Jesus.
And to go along with it, Ganondorf just has a random art degree. Because from what I remember, Terry Crews is actually a pretty cool artist in his off time. Let's see.
Well, there actually was that one time where, what is it, A Link Between Worlds, like that's all about like paintings and pictures and stuff.
Yeah, true.
And the main bad guy is pretty much a low rule version of Ganondorf, if you think about it.
Yeah, I guess when you put it that way. Yeah. More Megalo.
Because yeah, I was trying to think. Wait, is there actually a time where Ganondorf is shown to be an artist? But okay.
What was the bad guy's name in that game? Yuga?
Yeah. Funny enough, that's actually one of the few Zelda games I never played.
It's basically
It actually looks really good too.
It is basically a reskin of Link to the Past, just with different.
Yeah, it's basically a direct sequel. Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, I think Triforce Heroes is actually the more direct sequel. Because if I remember correctly, the Link in that game is the same one from A Link to the Past. So I don't know. Might be a little series that has to do with Link to the Past or whatever. Because yeah, I'm not sure if the one from A Link Between Worlds is the same one or a different one, but yeah. Although either way, there are 2 Links in that game.
Yeah. Hey.
Link, and then there's Knil.
No, actually, his name, spoiler alert, is Ravio, I think it is.
Yep.
The guy with the bunny hood.
What's even more interesting is that he apparently is in possession of Majora's Mask, because he sets up shop in your house, and he lets you like loan items, and he hangs up Majora's Mask on the wall.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit.
Which is funny because Majora's Mask isn't supposed to take place in that particular part of the timeline.
Yeah, that
in
is
fact,
kind
it
of...
doesn't even take place in that part of the timeline at all, because A Link to the Past takes place in the Fallen timeline.
Maybe it's a timeline where Majora's Mask is just a mask.
Oh.
Eh.
Yeah.
Or it could just be the low Rulian version or whatever, even though technically Termina is an entirely different dimension altogether, but...
Also viable.
Whatever.
Also
it's one
possible.
of those things I don't think too hard on. I mean, yeah. It's one of those things I don't think too hard about. It's like, okay, it's probably just a little reference.
Yeah, probably just a reference from the development standpoint.
I mean, it's kind of like how in Wind Waker, the oh no, okay. I was gonna say the twin swords that Ganondorf has this inscription, but no, it's different. It's the Shadow Blade that Phantom Ganon has. There's like an inscription on it, and the inscription reads, I think it's Kibora Gabora or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But basically, it's no, that's not it. It's the 2 blacksmiths in Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah, the dwarves. Who I think were supposed.
No, Majora's Mask.
I think those. No. The two dwarves, they were in Link to the Past.
No, I said Majora's Mask.
Oh, in Majora's Mask.
It's the one that you give the gold dust to when he turns it into
the those
gilded
two.
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their names that are inscribed on the shadow, that big shadow blade that Phantom Ganon has. So it's probably just like a clever little reference that fans can find, and it doesn't actually mean anything. Because I highly doubt Ganondorf would have commissioned them for a shadow blade.
I mean, you never know. They have a very exclusive clientele.
I guess.
Oh man, that was a good critical. Crystal Shard, milk,
I think you'll like this meme. I think you'll like this Pokemon meme I just saw, Remy, because of our experiences trying to evolve Minerva.
Oh,
Evolving Pokemon back then, level up, stone or trade. Evolving Pokemon now. Have your Pokemon walk 30,000 steps while simultaneously doing your handstand with Nintendo Switch upside down while spinning around circles at least 50 times on top of the Statue of Liberty during sunset on a Wednesday evening.
yeah. Seriously, trying to evolve Pomo into Pomot is so bullshit.
and Bramblegast, and I think it's Repscarab or whatever.
Oh, Mellow into Rabska.
Yeah. I mean, I like the fact that they're getting a little bit more creative with how you evolve, but at the same time, it's like,
It should still be easily doable.
Should.
I mean, it's pretty easy to it's pretty easy to walk 1,000 steps, but it's the tediousness of it. More like really, I gotta walk 1,000 steps just to evolve this Pokemon. It's kind of like, yeah.
It'd be faster. It'd be faster if they made it so that you would have to have the Switch on your person and walk the 1,000 steps yourself.
Or have something in the game that lets you track it.
That too.
I mean, yeah, they used to have that with Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
What me and Demi ended up doing is that when we were on our way to the Ghost Gym,
Montevera, yeah.
yeah, we walked to there from the town with the normal gym, with me being his bodyguard while he walked slowly with Minerva out of her Pokeball the entire way there.
Yeah, because the thing is, you had to do all those 1,000 steps without stopping.
You know, without stopping, and then as soon as you stop, you have to evolve it. Because if it doesn't evolve within one battle or within gaining any experience after doing those 1,000 steps, you have to do them all over again.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
Yeah, I don't remember reading anything like that, but I don't remember reading anything like that, but
My hand...
that's actually true, then holy crap, I can understand why
that
people
is
hated
true,
it.
that's true, because that was our 5th attempt at evolving Minerva.
And my hand was so cramped at the end of it all.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't developed, like, that any Pokemon player hasn't developed, like,
Carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel.
Right,
Because of some of the weird evolution methods that they have nowadays.
Because I had to be holding the thumbstick not all the way a certain direction, because then I would outrun my Pomo and it would automatically go back into the Pokeball. No, I had to maintain a constant pace, the whole 1,000 steps, at a slow, drive like Miss Daisy speed in order for Minerva to keep up.
And
See,
we
what I
did it
did
the
was I went
entire
into
way.
a town.
We did it the entire way from Medali to Montenevera. I'm surprised we didn't go mad.
See, how I did it was I basically took the Pokemon out, and then I just ran around in a circle.
That's what
And
we
then
tried
stop.
doing. That's what we tried doing.
We tried doing that.
But-
We even tried that trick of, like, using Miraidon to get on top of the Pokemon Center and just have Pomo run around in circles underneath. Didn't work.
The problem is that we kept getting impatient. So we were just like, okay, let's just
Yeah, I was
walk
gonna say that.
halfway across the region.
Yeah, I was gonna say that kind of sounds like a patience issue because I mean I was able to do it, like I did it, but
So
yeah.
the thing is that we decided, let's just do this while progressing in the story rather than stopping everything just to focus on this alone.
By the way, I feel like it's just you who has to make the 1,000 steps? Because the way I was running in circles, there's no way my Pokemon was making 1,000 steps with me.
No.
Yeah.
It's that the Pokemon has to make the 1,000 step, the unbroken 1,000 steps with you.
Okay, well then maybe I
Like-
was just doing it for so long I didn't realize.
Like,
Yeah.
no pause, no interruption.
Because that was the thing. That was the thing that Tom struggled with. Tom ended up having to what's Iono's town again?
Um,
Oh, that one? That place? Yeah.
Just walking slowly in that circle for 10 minutes, just holding down the controller for each Pokemon on stream. Thing is that he had to actually, like, he at the very least had, like, a regular Switch. Remy has a Switch Lite, right?
no, I just have a regular Switch.
Oh.
It was that I had the controller, and I was using that rather than just the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, Tom was using the Joy-Cons and he was streaming with, like, other people in the chat with him. So he had stuff that could distract him. Me and Remy are two introverts. We are terrible at distracting each other.
Jeez, that Crystallo just would not go down.
I guess in my case, either one, they patched it so it had to be like the Pokemon making the steps, or two, I was just there for so long holding the stick that the Pokemon was also making the moves too.
Yeah, it's
really
likely
that
the
you
latter.
were there. It's the latter, because Tom was doing a day one playthrough, and this was his second or third stream. So this was not too long after the game was released.
Alrighty then. Guess it must have been the latter then, because yeah, I'd let my character run around, and I would just put on a YouTube video or something.
Yeah.
And I guess I was just so distracted by the video that or whatever it was I was watching on the side, that I guess my Pokemon did it also.
Hold
I
on,
love
cutscene.
how Tom used it on Sparse.
Cutscene. We finally made it inside the temple.
Finally!
Alrighty.
Speaking of taking
Aha, Carrie.
Speaking of long walks. We're here. So much for delaying our fate. Laugh all you want. This might be the last chance you get.
Hey.
And then everybody laughs.
It's like the Titus laugh scene.
I shall pronounce your judgment. Oh, it's the goddess of justice, Astrea. Already? Yes, we want to know. We want to know who we are. You are the unforgivable ones. If you wish to continue living in this world, you must prove yourselves to be righteous. How dare you question the righteousness of the legendary Heracles? Are you really so sure that you're Heracles? Question of the century right there, eh, Ajax? I mean, you know you're Heracles, right? Now I'm not so sure. You know what? Let's save state here, and let's see what happens if we say no. Or, meant to say yes. Mixing myself up. You're not helping our case here, kid. Let's see, if you are indeed heroes that start acting like it, what happens if I do say yes? Huh, you hear that, goddess lady? Okay, so Heracles' reaction is the only thing that's different. If you are indeed heroes, then start acting like it. If not, then do as you will. Either way, once you descend this mountain, your task will be the same. Excuse me, oh goddess. Can you please tell us what our true identities are? Yes. We came here to learn the truth of who we are, not listen to some existential lecture. Tell us! A human whose origin is a mystery does not exist. What? But we're standing right here. Existing. You should not exist. In other words, your existence is unforgivable. This is a bunch of nonsense. Nonsense? You should be thankful, child. It is only owing to my mercy that you remain.
Oh, thank you, merciful goddess of justice, for being a right bitch about everything. Like they chose to exist. You gods are the ones at fault.
What do you mean?
Justice, more like just ass, because she's acting like one.
Hey! Were I to leave you be, you would fade into ether and turn anon into lifeless dirt or so much foam in the sea. Yet I have chosen to show mercy and to give you a chance to prove yourselves. Huh, so very kind of you. I shall tell you this only once. If you wish to continue your existence on this mortal plane, you must prove your righteousness. Again.
What did you say?
Again with the righteousness.
No, because she. Sorry, it's because she said I'll only say this once. That's why I said that.
Again with the righteousness. How? All creatures in the world exist to serve the gods. Remember this always, and the path will become clear to you naturally. So, Shin Megami Tensei, we're eventually going to fight the gods?
Or God of War in this case.
The path to proving your own righteousness. Right. We came for answers. Instead, we got a bunch of poetic mumbo-jumbo. Eh? Huh? And it looks like we're being sent back?
This game gets one thing right, it's that the Greek gods are all bastards.
From what I heard, Hades is the only one who's actually a decent guy. Well, Hades, maybe Hephaestus.
Hey, Papa. Over here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, again.
Yeah, so... Yeah, you were roboting just then. Let's see. So, what are you planning on doing now? We're going to go east to Troy. Achilles is fighting there. We promised that we'd take you to him after we finished our business on Mount Olympus. He's fighting against the Trojan army right now. But don't worry, we'll keep you safe. Achilles.
Are we gonna crash the Trojan War?
She and I are linked by fate. That cheesy pickup line again? Alright, let's go. Our first stop should be back at Heaven's Haven. We need to think about how we can get to Troy.
Next time, we're crashing a war.
Well, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, my legs.
Alright, back to Heaven's Haven, I guess. Watch us now absolutely smoke the local monster population just from that whole passage. Oh!
What?
Oh!
What?
About going back to Heaven's Haven?
They're dead.
My gods.
And everyone died.
My gods. This is horrible. Mommy! Mommy! Who could have done something like this? Maybe the path to Troy will reveal some clues. Let's quit wasting time. Alright. Before we do, let's see if we can resupply. My shop is a wreck. My goods survived, though. Buy something and support my rebuilding plans, will you? Okay, I've got a decent amount of herbs. I'm actually pretty decently supplied, but... And what about the inn? Everything's in shambles, but I can pile debris on you if you want. Okay. We should be able to find Achilles in Troy. That's east. Come on, we can't waste any time in setting out. Alright. In that case... Let's see. Well, that ending was a bit anticlimactic. And actually, kind of depressing. Let's see. Also, hello, somebody just jumped in.
Yep, me. Oh, it looks like Koki wanted to jump in, but she's there's no hot water and she's getting her hair done.
Yeah, that's what prompted my question about cutting my own hair.
Aw. I just saw the gifs that John posted in the Pokemon chat.
Hmm?
Alright, let's see. Let's see. Who... Oh, hello. Let's see. Apparently, I was just gifted a sub to Ayumi Onisan, so... I guess we can go ahead and raid her.
Let's raid the big sister. I hear fierce typing in the chat.
And we're gonna raid with the Greek gods are jerks.
Who's typing? You also?
It's John. He's not saying anything. Notice how it stopped right when I said him. Oh, will you shut up?
Oh, come on, John.
I'm trying to take a nap, and here you are throwing shade in my general direction.
You're trying to take a nap while listening to a stream? Is Silver that boring?
How dare you?
I mean...
This is not a drill. I am not boring.
And he grew up in the military. He knows how boring drills are.
Well, no. Military drills are just aggravating.
Screw it.
Anyway, let's go ahead and raid.
time to go see Big Sis.
Alright.